Okay, let's start chairs. Chair yoga. Good. All right. We'll start seated as we usually do, and sit up with a nice tall spine. Just find yourself in a comfortable place where you can see the screen easily, and just as a reminder, to not do anything during yoga that is strenuous or doesn't feel good or is uncomfortable for you. That's not what yoga is about, right? So you can stay in your chair the entire hour if that's what is comfortable for you. We'll start seated as we usually do. We'll stand and then we'll sit back down. So again, if you today feel like, or if you ever have like an injury, a slight injury that you feel like you could still move in your chair, join class, right? Because you can still do yoga seated this whole hour. Yeah, just that reminder. All right, so let's just find a nice tall spine. So gently reach the top of your head towards the sky so you feel your spine stretching a little bit. Let's bring our palms up on our lap. I like to start with just breathing, right? Tapping into that deep breath. So let's take a breath in through the nose and just let it go. A couple more, just cleansing breaths, breathing in through the nose. This is a reminder, it's really important to breathe in through the nose. So keep taking a few breaths. So our nose is like this ecosystem, and it filters the air, it warms the air, there's these little membranes in our nose, so it can grab a lot of microbial things before they get into our lungs. Yeah, and so it's really helpful to breathe in and out of your nose all the time. And if you have a hard time or you're in the habit of breathing through your mouth, which we all get into those habits, just keep practicing trying to breathe through your nose. Yeah. All right, so relax the breath now. So we're going to take 3 sips of breath. So filling up the lungs completely. And then we're going to exhale through the nose, slowly, as slow as we can, as deep, as long as we can out the nose, both through the nose. All right, so we're going to take a breath in, breathe in a little more, take in as much as you can, and slowly breathe out through your nose. Feel the body just melting and softening as you breathe out. The bottom of your breath, breathe in more, even more, and slowly let it out. You can even use a little ujjayi breath if you'd like, slightly restricting the back of your throat. So let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in, keep relaxed. Breathe in a little more, fill up the lungs all the way down, and then slowly let the breath out. Breathing, exhale through the nose helps us to slow our breath. And 1 more. Just take it to wherever is comfortable for you. Breathing in, breathe in more. When you think you have it all, try a little bit more and slowly breathe it out. Okay, let's just close our eyes if you haven't already and just arrive in the space. And let's just notice our breath. Notice the sensation of the breath going into your nostrils and then turning around and coming out of your nostrils. Yeah, and again, breathing through your nose helps us to filter, warm the air. Yeah, clean it up before it hits our lungs. Okay. And then when you're feeling ready, you can go ahead and flutter your eyes open. So noticing the sensation of just how you feel when you just close your eyes. So our eyes take in a lot of stimulus. Our eyes are one of the main things that are responsible for our balance, right? And so, but when you're feeling anxious, anxiety, sitting or, standing and holding on to something and just simply floating the eyes closed. So it will help you to start to relax the central nervous system. Yeah. So that's just a little tool that you have. Yeah, even if you're sitting in public, like You might be sitting in a doctor's office or something like that, feeling agitated. And if it's available to you, just go ahead and sit quietly and just close your eyes. And you might feel a little funny. There might be people around you. But even doing that, if you watch somebody sitting with their eyes closed, it actually relaxes you too. So yeah, it's a really nice tool to help us to relax. Good. Okay, so you can bring your hands down on your lap, find your nice tall spine. Let's take a breath in, big breath in, and as you exhale, drop your chin. Keep your shoulders stretching back. Yeah, just relax and stretch the back of your neck. Good, and then let's do some circles like we usually do. So inhaling to the right and up, and exhaling. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. And just notice the sensations in your body, your neck, your head, maybe your upper shoulders as you slowly circle your head. Yeah, notice how the neck feels. Sometimes you even feel stretching radiating down your back, loosening up all those muscles that tend to get tight. Next time you come forward, pause and reverse. Go the opposite direction. Inhaling up, exhaling forward. And the next time that your head comes forward, just pause, press down into your feet and slowly lift your head. Yes, and you can blink your eyes open. And we're going to find your nice tall spine, take a nice big breath. And as you exhale, drop your head to the right. Good. Look up to the upper left corner of the room and breathe. Getting into that vagus nerve a little bit, opening up the neck. Then relax your gaze, press down into your feet and slowly lift the head back up. Breath in and exhale, drop your head to the other side. Good. Bring your gaze up to the upper left corner, or right corner of the room now, opposite. And keep looking up and over with your eyes. Good. Relax your gaze. Now slowly bring the head back up. Good. Let's take our hands to the back of our ears and just massage the sides of your neck. Yeah. Good. One more. And then start to tap your chest, so that thyroid area. Maybe come up to the side. Maybe come a little lower into that sternum where the thymus gland lies. Even though as we age, that thymus gland gets smaller and smaller, it's responsible for our immune system, or partly responsible. Yeah, so this just might feel good. And then taking your hands to the outside of your upper rib cage and just massaging up and down. This also helps to wake up that vagus nerve. I don't know if you feel, I always feel tingling in my body when I do this. So I know it's waking something up, right? Reminding ourselves that our skin is an organ. So yeah, we need to pay attention to that too. Good, and relax, good. Relax your arms down now. Notice if you feel just a little bit more alert, a little bit more alive. Yeah, press down into your feet, inhale, lift your shoulders up. Press into your feet, lift up. As you're pressing down, lifting up. And then gently exhale and relax the shoulders down. And let's just roll the shoulders back. Good. And roll the shoulders forward. And relax. Scooting forward into your chair a little bit. Bringing the legs out just hopefully as comfortably wide as comfortable. We're going to do some upper body rotations like we did with our head. Head remains just stacked right above your shoulders. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lean the body forward and over to the right, pressing into your feet and back, tucking your tummy in. To the left, pressing into your toes and forward. But just feeling your feet as if they were little suction cups on the floor. Our feet, when we work our feet, pay attention to our feet, strengthen all the little muscles in our feet. That will help to keep us stable. Next time we come forward, pause and reverse other direction. Any of these poses you can do. Feel free to close your eyes if you'd like. You'll notice that you really can feel what's going on a little bit deeper when the eyes are closed, because stimulus is not distracting us when we have our eyes open. Good. Next time you come forward, pause and slowly come back up. Nice tall spine. Let's bring our elbows out to either side. And we're just going to start to do some elbow pumps here. Yeah, so inhale, exhale. Opening the shoulders a little bit. And relax. Good. Wiggle it out. Let's bring the hands forward, flip the palms up, and just touch the shoulders and bring the hands forward. Inhaling, exhaling. And relax. Good. Again, relax the arms down alongside the body, and let's do some shoulder pumps. So inhale, exhale, just pumping the shoulders. And relax. And let's toe heel, our feet back to hip distance apart. Getting a little bit more stretch in the upper body, because probably a lot of us aren't as active during this time of year. Maybe we sit reading for a lot, or just be less active. So the upper body also gets tight. So relax the arms down. We're going to turn the right palm out. Going to inhale and reach that right arm out and up, and just bring it over our head. Take the left arm, reach it out and up, and see if you can grab the elbow of your right arm. And if not, just interlace your hands above your head or grab the wrist, right? And just pull that elbow, the arm in towards the right side of your head, and breathe. Relax your rib cage. Tendency is to poke the ribs forward. Yeah. And take the struggle out. So if you've gone to the elbow and you're struggling with this, and then just back off and grab the wrist and just draw that arm with the left hand with the right wrist. Yeah, don't overdo. And then exhale, relax and release the arms. Relax the shoulders as the arms float down. Good. And roll out the shoulders, nice and loose. And then other side. So this time left arm up first. Yeah, and then bend the elbow. Right arm reaches up, and see if you can grab the elbow of that left hand and stretch that elbow maybe back a little bit, maybe in towards your head. Just feel wherever stretch. This is also nice for the sides of our ribs. Again, you can always grab onto just the wrist and stretch it out. Yeah. Okay, one more breath. And then as you exhale, relax. Just let the arms float down. Good. And roll out your shoulders. Good. And roll forward. Good. And a tiny little twist here. So finding our nice tall spine. So in a twist, we don't want to have a curved back. We want to lift the chest, have a gentle tall spine, but not too rigid. Yeah. And take a breath in here. And as you exhale, relax the body and turn over to the right. Now your right hand the palm of your right hand can lay on the back of your chair. The left hand can be on the outside of the right thigh. And just turn and stretch and just make it feel nice. Make this feel good on your spine. And breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Notice the belly rise and fall. And then on an exhale breath, relax the body. Slowly bring the body back forward. Good. Just do a little wiggle here, and let's do the other side. So take a breath in. As you exhale, start to turn to the left. Again, you can bring that left palm on the back of the seat of your chair. You can take the right hand on the outside of the left thigh, keeping that gentle, tall spine, and twist. And breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And as you exhale, relax, slowly bring the body back forward. Do a little wiggle. Let's do one more little pose here with our lower body now as we're seated. We're gonna lean forward and then grab behind the right knee and just lift the leg up if it's possible for you. It doesn't have to be up high, you can just wherever it's comfortable. Good. And we're gonna circle that foot. And if even having the foot up, you can drop the toe and reach the heel side to side. Yeah. And then reverse. Good. And then relax and just rock your lower leg forward and back. It's a nice loose knee. Yeah. All right, here's the challenge. Relax. You can still have that leg up if that's possible. Tuck your low belly in and see if you can slowly release your leg. Bring your fists out, and we're gonna circle the fist and the foot. Any point in time you can drop down, right? If that's too much, or just lift up a little. Yeah, and then reverse other direction. A lot harder than it looks, right? For me anyway. Good. Eat and relax. So you really need that low belly tucking in to protect that back with the weight of this leg. Yeah. All right, who wants to try the other side? Let's do it. All right, so same thing. Grab behind, just gently float that knee up. Good. And nice circles here with our foot. It's been icy out, so let's take care of our feet and our balance today, and then reverse. Good. And then rock forward and back. Just a nice loose lower leg. It's a nice little getting that synovial fluid in that knee area. Okay, right here's the challenge. Nice tall spine, tuck the belly back. Slowly let the arms float out. You can even have one hand if that's comfortable for you. Just take care of yourself. And then we're gonna do circles with both hands and feet. Good. And reverse other direction. Smile, breathe, don't stop breathing. This is fun. And relax. Good. How many found that challenging? I did. Good. Let's take a nice breath in and let it go. It's good strengthening for these thighs, right? And our hip flexors for our walking. All right, so we can make our way up to stand if that's something in your practice that you'd like to do. So leaning forward, standing up mindfully, really bringing those heels underneath your body, using your toes as you stand. Press down into your feet, slowly bring the body up. And let's meet behind our chairs. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna scoot this off to the side like I usually do so you can see me. Good. And let's just start with our shaking. Just shake the body. Notice how your legs are feeling today. Just wiggle the feet. Good. All right. And then we're gonna just start a little march. So you can either just lift your heels, yeah, or you can lift the feet and come into a march. Nice tall spine. So try to reach the top of your head up towards the sky as your just nice tall spine. Good. All right. And then if it's available to you, you can widen your march, getting into our hips a little bit. As we're breathing, nice march. And then come back to a regular march. Good. And then if you want to do a little double time, you can come into a little jog. You can shake your hands. Yeah, just move the body, get the blood flowing, the heart pumping. Yeah. And again, taking care of yourself. You don't have to do this. You can just march with the heels, or you can just use your arms, just moving. Yeah, and relax. Good. Let's come back to our march. The heart rate slowed down a little bit. Let's come out a little wider again. Good. And let's relax. Good. Ha. So staying in this little bit wider stance. If it's too wide for you, you can narrow it. Good. Soften your knees. Good. And then we're going to inhale to one side and exhale to the other. So inhale and exhale. So you can just do this softly, tapping your hands behind you and tapping that kidney, that low back area. Good. You can do a little bit bigger. You can lift the opposite heel. Yeah, just take this to where you want to go, but inhaling and exhaling. Ha. This is our ha pose. Ha. Ha. Smile on the face. Ha. Ha. Body's happy, it's moving. Ha. Last one. Ha. And slowly come back to center. Good. And bringing the feet back to, naturally, let's leave those feet out a little bit wider. So bring them back out. Good. Softening the knees. Good. We're going to do the breath of joy. So knees are soft. On an inhale breath, reach your arms out and up. Yeah. And as you exhale, just bend the knees and give yourself a little hug. Draw in and drop your head. And then inhale as you lift the heart, straighten the knees, reach the arms out and up. And exhale, bring the opposite arm on top. Give yourself a nice little hug and just curl forward in your upper body. And inhale, float back up, reach up, look up. Exhale, opposite arm curls in. Good. And one more time, reach up. Good. And as you exhale this time, we're going to just relax the body forward. Bring your hands onto your thighs and drop your head if that's comfortable for you. Coming into a little forward fold. If you want to, you can just let your arms hang down like a rag doll and then rock your head side to side so you're just draped forward, kind of like an elephant trunk. Yeah. And if having your arms down is too much on your back, keep your hands then onto your thighs and breathe here. Each exhale breath, soften the breath. And if your arms are hanging now, bring them to your legs, right above your knees maybe. Keep your head down as you slowly start to walk your hands up your thighs, back to a stand. Yeah. Keep that head down till the chest comes up and the shoulders are up, and then slowly lift the head. Good. Ha. Yeah. And roll it out. And that pose, whenever we do it, you don't have to fold forward. You can even just drop your head and your arms if you have any discomfort in the back. Yeah, good. All right, let's toe heel our feet back to hip distance apart. Shake it out. Yes, shake it out. Put a smile on your face. Shake off all your stuff. Yeah, dig your way out of your spider web mind. Good, and come back to center. Right, this one you might need the back of your chair for. Maybe or maybe not. Right, we're going to do a little balancing side bend. Good for our spine, good for our balance. All right, so we're going to just, on an inhale breath, we're going to reach the right arm out and up. Good. And you can always be in cactus pose, as we know, right? Take a big breath in, reach up as tall as you can. Get nice and tall on this right side. Good. And as you exhale, reach up and then just lean over. You don't have to lean over far. We don't want the arm to come in front of the body. We want the arm to remain in line with the ears if possible. Good. And now we're going to come into a little balance here. So you might want to bring your hands, that left hand onto your chair. Good. And then draw the weight into this left leg and see if you can step your right toe out to the side. Yeah, and if that's not working for you, just stay in the side bend. Good. And maybe if you want to take it further, maybe you float the right toe up off the floor. Good. And if you're feeling completely stable and balanced, you might want to challenge yourself and let go of your chair. Yeah. And you can always touch that right toe down and, practice or grab onto that chair. 2 more breaths here. We've got it. Just practicing your balance. And then as you exhale, drop your toe. Slide that right foot back in. Slowly bring the body back up and exhale, relax the arm down. It's amazing when there's other things going on in that side bend. We don't even think about our arms. Yeah. Okay, so take a nice breath in, exhale it out. On an inhale breath, reach the arm out and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in, stretch up tall. As you exhale, lean over. All right. So again, staying right here if this is comfortable for you. If you want to rock the weight into the left or right leg now and take the left toe out to the side, it's just an option. Engage that right kneecap, lift it up so that standing leg is nice and strong. Good. And then option here is to float that left toe up. Good. Another option is to maybe let go of the chair, reach those right fingertips down. Yeah. Again, you can always step down. Find a spot to stare at that can help your balance. Smile through this playful pose and breathe. And release the toe. Slowly slide that left leg back next to the right. Slowly lift the body back up and exhale, release your arm. Good. And roll it out. One thing to note, when we're in balancing poses, we are right in the present moment. We're thinking of probably nothing else, right? Just staying up. Good. All right. And relax. Good. All right, we're going to inhale now. Bring both arms out and up. Good. And we're going to stretch up tall. Good. And see if you can, while you're stretching up, see if you can lift your toes up. Yeah, so we're just rocking the weight, it's more of the weight into the heel of the foot. Good. Yeah, just practicing with maybe a little bit of the ball of your foot can go up. Yeah, whenever we lift our toes, that's a major balancing disruption. Yeah. And then release and relax that down. Good. And roll out the shoulders. All right. And on an inhale breath now, we're going to again reach the arms out and up. This time we're going to interlace our hands above our head. We're going to flip our palms up. Good. And as we start to reach the palms up towards the sky, as they're almost all the way up, see if you can lift your heels up off the floor. Find a spot to stare at. Yeah. And just try to balance on the balls of your feet here. Reaching those hands up, that's going to help stabilize you. And again, you can drop your heels and just reach them up a little bit. Yeah, just trying to balance on the balls of those feet. It's challenging, but we got it. And release and relax. Relax your heels down, drop your hands, bring the palms forward. Let's bring our hands to the back of our head. Good. Reach your elbows back. Lay your head back into your hands. Look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. And find some breath here. Relaxing. Good. And on an exhale breath, bring the head back forward. Unlace your hands. Slowly float your hands down. Yeah. And relax. That's a really nice pose to do a few times a day, especially if we find ourselves sitting and reading for a long time or working on our computers or even in the kitchen. I noticed I was cooking yesterday and your head, this heavy head is forward for a long period of time. So just every now and then doing that and stretching the elbows back and just lifting the heart, just getting that nice stretch in, that really helps us to open up our lungs, get some breath in, and curtail that rounding of the upper spine over time. All right, let's shake it out, move it out. Right, so we're gonna practice our squats a little bit. And I want you to be mindful of finding a comfortable way to squat. So with that, you can keep your chair where it is, slide it up. So we're just gonna do a couple chair poses, right? So take a breath in. Exhale it up. Good. On an inhale breath, reach your arms forward as you sit your hips back. And then inhale, slowly come back up. Just see where you can take that. Inhale, sit your hips back, maybe a little lower, press into your toes. And come back up. Good. And inhale, forward. And exhale. Good. And inhale. Let's see if we can sit a little bit deeper down. And exhale. Yeah. All right. And relax. That always gets my heart going, when we do those chair poses. All right. So feet just hip distance apart, taking our hands onto our thighs. You're just going to slide your hands down towards your knees. So you're sending your hips back. It's a little more supported, right? And let's just do a few very slow circles, just moving our knees, getting into our knees a little bit today. Just taking gentle care of them. Yeah. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. See how the knees are feeling today, just getting them nice and lubricated. Good. And then come back to center. Again, you can walk your hands up your thighs as you slowly make your way back up to a stand. Good. Take a nice big breath in and let it go with a sound. Good. That's also another thing to practice daily. When you start, sometimes we don't even know when our spider web is getting all tangled up, but like just getting those deep breaths and exhaling can help us to get rid of tension in our body. Yeah. Okay, so let's meet at the right side of our chair. So we're gonna do some really fun poses with stability, right, for our stability. So we're basically standing with feet hip distance apart, toes forward, just a nice comfortable stance. So we're going to be making circles with our body, but we're not going to move our feet, right? So you can hold on to the side of your chair here, if that is what to start with. And you're going to lean the weight of your body forward and then over to the right, and then back and over to the left. So you're feeling toes and the sides of your feet and your heels. So you're just making, as if you're making an impression of your shoe on the floor, right? And so the action is coming from the ankle area. Upper body is just staying stable. Now, if you're feeling pretty stable, feel free to either drop your hands alongside your body or bring your hands onto your waist and continue to make these circles. Maybe they get a little bit bigger. It's so good for our balance. Keep the feet on the floor. Yeah, toes and heels, they don't lift. Yeah, good. And you can feel your toes really working here, right? Next time you come forward, pause, and let's reverse. Let's go the opposite direction. Anytime you can hold on to that chair. Yeah. Just feeling that sort of disruption, your body getting off center line. It allows the brain to get that quicker. The more we practice it, the quicker the connection of the brain to body will remain, and we'll catch ourselves. We'll be able to catch ourselves better. Yeah, good. Now come back to center here, good. And now we're gonna bring our feet in a little closer together. So they're sort of on a narrower base here. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to practice doing that, circling the body. So starting with holding onto the chair. Notice if it's easier this way, if it's a little more challenging this way. And maybe you let go of the chair and try a few with either hands on hips or arms down alongside the body. Good. And then reverse, go the opposite direction here. Good. And come back to center. Good. Bring your feet back to that hip distance apart. So one of the things, wiggle your toes out because your toes are working hard here. Yes. One thing that's kind of fun to do, I don't have a book near me, but another way to practice this is you can have a book or just pretend you have a book here with your hands and do that circling with your body as you're reading something. And that's That's taking it to the next level of, okay, I've got this. Yeah, and then reverse, go the opposite direction. Whoa, that makes it a little more challenging. Good. And come back to center. So that's just something nice to practice. Most of us can do it. Let's wiggle out our toes. Okay, staying at the side of our chair here. And then hands can start on the chair. Good. And then we're gonna bend the outside knee. This right knee is mine, the outside knee. And then lifting the knee up. Yes. Engage this inside kneecap up. Get nice and strong, and let's do some foot circles with that foot. And if that's not available to you, again, you can keep the foot on the floor, the toe on the floor. Good. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Good. And then we're gonna just extend the leg forward and back. You can take a break anytime, and back, forward and back. And again, now we're gonna add, if you can, hands and foot circles, like we did when we were sitting down. Yes, hands and foot circles. Anytime, you can just use one hand. You wanna hold back onto your chair and reverse, opposite direction. Good. With both hands and foot. Good. And release. Okay, shake it out. That's getting our coordination happening, right? Our strength happening. Yeah, so practicing in a safe way to get yourself off center is really, really helpful for keeping us strong and upright. Okay, so we're gonna do a little squats series, but you don't have to do squats here. So basically we're gonna start with in our standing position, and we're gonna step out to the right and squat down, and then just come back in and tap in, right? Now sitting, and when you're doing your squat, you're sending your hips back, right? If that's uncomfortable in any way, you can just step out to the side and back. You don't have to do the squat, right? Right arms down, we're gonna squat out and tap center. Step out, squat down, and come back in quickly and tap center. Step out, squat down, and you can take this as far and be wider squats if that's comfortable for you. Yeah, just find a comfortable way. Let's do one more and come back to center. All right, now we're gonna do that same thing, and we're gonna tap forward instead of tapping in next to the foot. Yeah, and again, you can just do this, stepping out to the side and tapping in. Yes. All right, here we go. So we're gonna step out. And this time we're gonna tap forward and come back up to our squat and tap forward. A little bit more challenging, right? Step out, squat, tap forward. Two more. Step out, squat, tap forward. Step out, squat, tap forward. You always have that chair to hang on to and release. Okay, we're gonna do the next round. We're gonna tap back. That can be a little more challenging, so just give it a try. You can start with, stepping out with chair and then using the chair here, but if you need to, right? If you want to. All right, so here we go. Gonna step out, squat, and then tap back. Step out, squat, tap back. Nice tall spine. Step out, squat, tap back. Again, anytime you can just hold on to your chair. Step out, squat, tap back. And step out, squat, tap back. And come back to center. Nice work. All right, not quite done yet. So you probably all know what's coming. Next round is we're gonna tap forward, side, back, and back to center. Are we ready? Again, you don't need to, you can hold on to your chair. You don't need to do the squats. Yes, just play with this. Be like a childlike, and just play with it. Yeah. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna step out, squat, step in, forward, side, back, center. Step out, squat, step forward, side, back, center. Keeping your spine nice and tall helps. Step out, squat, step forward. Just try to be as eloquent as you can. Yes. 2 more. Step out, squat, step forward, side, back, center. Just try to control it nice and easily. Last one. Step out, squat, step forward, side, back, center. Nice. And shake it out. Again, you can really feel your feet working today. Yes. Not to the other side of our chair. Might feel nice to just do some hip circles here. Let's just widen our feet, do a little soft bend in our knees, and let's just do a couple of hip rotations. Yeah, nice and easy. So taking the struggle, right? That's a good metaphor for life. Just do your best. Take the struggle out of it. You find yourself struggling, then you stop, you back off, right? Modify and relax. Okay, so we're going to start first with the knee, so we can hold on to our chair. Good. And then bend the left knee now, the outside knee. Engage this right kneecap. Good. If you can float that foot up, we're just going to do a few circles with that foot in one direction. And then reverse, other direction. Nice and slow. Good. And then rock that foot forward and back, leg, that lower leg just forward and back, right at the knee. Good. Good. Now, let's take a break. Good. Shake it out. All right. And again, we're going to bend this left knee, lift it up, and start to circle the foot. And if it's available to you, circling the fist in one direction. You can drop down anytime. You can hold onto the chair with one hand. Reverse, other direction. Good. Yeah. And relax. Ooh. And wiggle it out. Shake it out. Yeah. Good. All right. And so we'll go into, let's just do one of the, so standing with our feet together, we're going to do one of those body circles again, just as a little break. So taking your body and lots of activity in the ankle here and just making circles with your feet. Again, feet are planted on the floor. Toes are not coming up. You can soften your knees a little bit. Good. See if you can make maybe a little bit bigger circle. Ooh, when you go back, it's a little challenging. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Yeah. Again, practicing this really strengthens those feet. We rely on our toes for a lot of balance. Yeah, and come back to center. Nice. All right, we're going to do that little squat series now on this side, if you like, reminding yourself you can just step out, right? And you don't need to, and then tap in. Yes. All right, or if you want to add the squats, you can. All right, so on an inhale breath, step out, squat back, and then quickly step in. Step out, squat back, and come back in. Nice tall spine. Out. You can stare at a spot right in front of you. Tap in, step out. Just try to control it. That's the best. You know, that's the work. It's just trying to control it. Last one. Step out, squat back, tap in. Take a break. Wiggle it out. Right, here's where we're going to step forward. Good. So take this as, again, gently, as eloquently as you can, nice and controlled. All right, here we go. So stepping out, squat back, and this time tap forward. Step out, squat back, and forward. Nice tall spine. Step out, that upper body is nice and engaged. That keeps your balance. Out, squat back, step forward. Last one, step out, squat back, step forward, and come back in. Yeah, so when our heart is lifted doing that, the spine is nice and tall, you take a lot of the pressure off the lower body. All right, time for stepping back, right? All right, so here we go. Step out, squat back, And now tap back. You can squeeze your glute muscles with this one. And back to center. Step out, squat, and center. Step out, squat back, center. Step out, squat, step back, and center. Nice, and relax. Ha. All right, so now we'll just marry the three. The forward, the side, and the back. Good. Let's take a little break here. Getting some good work done. Everybody's in the present moment, balancing, all good. All right, here we go. So we're gonna step out, squat back, and step front, side, back, center. And your chair is right there for you to hold on to. Yes. Step out, squat back, step forward, side, back, center. Step out, squat back, step forward, side, back, center. Last one here. Step out, squat, forward, side, back, center, and relax. We're going to be all ready after class to take a walk on this beautiful day and feel nice and balanced and strong. All right, nice work, everyone. So take a nice big breath in and let it go. Good. All right, it might feel nice to just do a little back stretch here. We're gonna go into downward facing dog. So keeping your chair, yes, nearby, bringing your hands onto the chair. We're gonna just walk back, so make sure you have some space behind you and into a downward, just an easy downward facing dog. So just step back, fingers forward, and go back as far as you can, sending your hips back. Soften your knees, put a bend in your knees. Relax your head between your arms. Stretch your hips back and your fingers forward. And find your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Just feeling relaxed, the head down, looking down at the floor. Feel free to straighten your knees a little if you want a hamstring stretch. And breathe. 2, 1. Good. And then soften the knees if you straighten them. Look up between your hands and just take a little walk slowly back to the back of your chair. Good. Nice work today, everyone. All right, let's just do a nice little back bend here. So feet hip distance apart. Take your hands, clasp them behind your back. Just relax your hands towards the floor. Stretch your shoulders gently back. Lift your chest, look up to where the ceiling meets the wall, and find your breath. If you're feeling nice and stable, you can soften your eyes or even close your eyes here and take a few nice big deep breaths right into your heart, into your lungs. Yeah, also nice to do a counter stretch for this upper back that tends to round forward. Just enjoying this stretch. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes. If you close them, relax the shoulders, unclasp your hands, and roll the shoulders out. Let's bend our elbows and stretch our fingers wide and wiggle your fingers as you're stretching them. And don't forget about the pinky and the thumb. Yeah, let's just stretch those fingers so you're getting lots of tension in your hands, spreading your fingers as wide as you can and wiggling. Just a nice stretch for our fingers. Good. And relax. Good. All right, let's go ahead and take a walk to our chair. Sitting down mindfully. Yes. Arrive at the front of your chair here. And then we've been doing those squats now. So just sending your hips back, using your toes, and just float your hips down onto your chair as softly as you can, as comfortable as you can. Good. All right. So before we go into Shavasana, we'll just open up our hips a little bit here. So we're scooted a little forward in our chair. Good. Again, we're going to grab this right knee and we're going to hug that right knee, maybe in that thigh into your belly. Good. And then just placing the outside ankle on top of this standing leg. This leg is nice and tall. It's not on an angle. Or you can take the outside of the right foot and bring it on top of the laces of the left foot, or you can cross it over. Yeah, we're gonna just relax this right leg open here. So let's lift the chest, lift your heart. Good, you can lift the toes here if the leg is up. Take a breath in. On an exhale breath, bring your attention to your belly button and glide your belly button forward. Keep your head above your shoulders. Chest comes forward until you feel a stretch, and then you can stop. Yeah, and then just relax your head down. And here you can close your eyes again and find nice, long, slow, deep breaths here. Each time you exhale, you're softening your heart towards the floor. Bring a little smile to your face. That helps us to release those good, feel-good hormones in our brain. Yeah. And when our brain and when our mind is healthy, we can really handle anything. Each time you exhale, soften a little more, a little more. And then on your next inhale breath, slowly lift the body. Float it back up. You can open your eyes and relax the foot and release the leg. Yes, good. Let's just do the other side. So grabbing onto the back of this leg and hugging it in. Yes, massaging out our gut a little bit. Yeah. And then placing outside ankle on the right leg or outside of the left foot on top of the right or crossed over. And just test it out, see what feels better to you today. Lift. So if you are up here and we lift the spine and that's uncomfortable for you, cross back at the ankles. Lift the toe, take a breath in, bring your awareness to your belly button. Glide your belly button forward and your chest, keep looking up. Yes. And then when you feel your stretch, go ahead and relax your head forward. Close your eyes, breathe. Imagining as you breathe in, all that oxygen is going to those tight areas in that left hip. And as you breathe out, relax something. Your shoulders, your jaw, your head. Just soften the whole body as you exhale. A few more breaths here. Softening a little deeper with each exhale breath. Just enjoying this moment. Releasing all of that tightness, that tension that doesn't serve us. We're just used to holding it. We forgot to let it go. Let's do that now. And then on your next inhale breath, slowly bring the body back up. Good. Relax the foot, uncross the legs. Good. And relax. Relax the arms down alongside the body. Turn your palms out. On an inhale breath, we're just going to do this little yoga nidra stretch. Reach the arms out and up. Interlace your hands. Steeple your pointer fingers. And reach your pointer fingers up as high as you can. And breathe. Stretching, pressing into your feet gently. One more breath. As you exhale, bend your elbows, release your hands. Release the arms down. Bring the arms behind you. Grab onto your right wrist with your left hand. Stretch your right arm straight with that left hand around at the wrist. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just drop your body forward, stretching your right fingers back as you drop forward. Relax the head. Take a few breaths here. Just enjoying surrendering to everything we grip and hold. Surrender to that. On an inhale breath, drag your right hand back and slowly float the body back up. Good. And release your hands from behind you. And let's set ourselves up for final relaxation. Good. So feel free to lay down if that's in your practice. Just get comfortable in your chair, scoot your hips back, make sure that your back feels supported. We want a gentle, tall spine if you're sitting, but not overly so. Flip your palms up. Good. And then let's just soften our eyes closed. Good. Coming into this final relaxation pose. So simply with the eyes closing, you find yourself starting to relax. Yes, good. And now make any final little adjustments to get yourself as completely comfortable as you possibly can. Relax the shoulders. And then come to stillness. Good. Take a nice breath in. Slowly breathe out through your nose. Feel the body begin to relax. Another breath in. And breathe out. Let it go. One more breath in. This time, pause the breath at the top. Hold it for as long as it's comfortable. Feel your body tense up a little bit. And when you're ready, slowly let the breath out. Just release the breath, let it go. And now relax. Relax the whole body. Bring a gentle little smile to your face. Feel the face and all the muscles in your face relax. Feel the mind soften. Feel the back of your neck relax. Shoulders. Arms. Hands soften. Fingers. Feel your heart relax back. Feel your belly soften. Feel your hips heavy, melting into your chair to the floor. Feel your thighs relax under your hands. Feel your hamstrings relax. Your knees. Your lower legs. Your feet and your toes. Whole bodies relaxed. Notice your soft breath. Notice the air as it enters your nostrils and exits your nostrils. Soft, healthy breath. And notice your mind. And if your mind is busy spinning its web, just let it be. Be in harmony with your thoughts. Allow them to come and go and not get caught in the web. Just for the next minute or two, just be here. Let go of all of your efforts. relax. Bring your awareness now to how you feel. Bring your awareness to your soft breath. And feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. And if you so choose to come back into this space and into this time, take a little bit deeper breath in and let it go. And ever so slowly now begin to wiggle your toes, those toes that did such good work for you. And wiggle your fingers, sway the body side to side, just gently and lovingly waking yourself back up. When you're laying down, roll over onto one side and slowly make your way to a seat. We're going to all meet coming back to center, bringing your hands into prayer position, resting your thumbs onto your heart. Good. Take a nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. Feel your shoulders melting down. Yeah. And we'll close practice today just with this. Learn to trust your journey, even if you don't understand it. And when you're feeling ready, complete at your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself, sharing this great energy with each other in our yoga class today. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.